Labeled the ugly one at my high school graduation and disowned by my family, I disappeared for 10 years. At my sister's wedding, I finally walked in. This story is about a betrayal so deep, it shattered my family and sent me spiraling into homelessness on my 18th birthday. But what they didn't know is that a decade later, I'd be walking into my sister's lavish wedding, not as a guest, but as the woman about to expose their darkest secrets and bring down the man who thought he was untouchable. Let me take you back to where it all began. I grew up in Fairfield, Connecticut, in a neighborhood where every lawn was perfectly manicured, just like the lives people pretended to have. Our house, a 6-bedroom colonial with a heated pool and tennis court, was the envy of everyone. My father, James Mitchell, was a respected heart surgeon, practically a god in our community. My mother, Elizabeth, was the quintessential socialite, charity galas, country club memberships, and an immaculate appearance were her entire world. My sister, Amanda, was born 3 years after me, and from my earliest memories, I adored her. I'd read her bedtime stories, braid her hair, and fiercely protect her from the mean girls at school. We shared secrets under blanket forts and made pinky promises about being in each other's weddings someday. When thunder scared her, she'd crawl into my bed, and I'd hold her tight. Becca, she'd whisper, promise we'll always be sisters, no matter what. I promise, Mandy, I'd reply, using her special nickname. Nothing could ever come between us. Oh, how wrong I was. Because beneath that picture-perfect facade, ugly truths lurked. I discovered one of them at 14, when I overheard my father on the phone, his voice dropping to that special, low tone he never used with my mother. When I confronted him, he slapped me. Hard. The first time he had ever laid a hand on me. You will never speak of this to anyone, especially your mother, he hissed, his eyes cold in a way I'd never seen before. This is adult business that doesn't concern you. My mother? She was blissfully oblivious, medicating her suppressed knowledge with expensive vodka hidden in water bottles. By noon most days, her speech would be slurred, her movements too careful. I'd often find her passed out in the sunroom, a headache her convenient excuse at dinner. As Amanda and I entered our teenage years, we reacted to our toxic home in completely opposite ways. I became a rebel. I questioned everything, dyed my hair black, stayed out past curfew, and challenged my father's blatant hypocrisy. Amanda, on the other hand, doubled down on perfection, straight A's, student council president, volunteer work that looked good on college applications, and a carefully curated social media presence. Why do you have to make everything so difficult? She'd ask me after I'd had another screaming match with Dad. Just play along, it's easier for everyone. Because it's all fake. I'd fire back. Don't you see how messed up this family is? But Amanda didn't want to see it. She thrived on our father's approval, basking in his praise while I received only scorn. In public, he'd introduce her as my brilliant daughter while I was just an afterthought, and this is Rebecca. The beginning of the end came on my 18th birthday. My father had arranged a sophisticated dinner at the country club, not because I wanted it, but because it was expected from Mitchell coming-of-age celebration. During dinner, I noticed his hand lingering too long on our 25-year-old event coordinator's lower back. Later, I caught them kissing in his office when I went looking for more champagne. Something in me just snapped. I walked back into the private dining room where 30 guests, family, full story on the channel. Link below. Click now and watch what happened next.